Nope. Hello, and welcome to another set of battles in Go Battle League Season 11. This time around, we are going to be taking on the Elements Cup, which takes on the Little League format, into which case it's only 500 CP and below, but only Pokemon with grass, fire, and or water typing is allowed to take on this cup, as well as it can only be the starting Pokemon in a series of evolutions. So like for the Charizard line, you can only have Charmander, and you can't have any Pokemon that's just a single, that cannot evolve essentially in this cup. So sorry, Shuckle is double out of this one because it doesn't have the typing and can't evolve. So but just for example, so yeah, the last time that we've competed in a cup like this, we things did not go all too well. I'd like to blame it on the fact that I was sorely underprepared that time around, and while I do feel a bit more prepared this time around, we are starting this stream nightmarishly late. So well, I don't know how much this is going to affect my performance, but we're not going to be performing all too much. Probably maybe like 2 or 3 sets of battles this time around. So yeah, it is what it is. But with that all in mind, since we are running a little short on time, let's go ahead and just jump right into the basic rewards. Jump right into the Elements Cup. Into which we'll be starting out with Turtwig, Rockin' Razor Leaf, and Seed Bomb, I believe. We have Woopa with its derp face and everything. Rockin' Mudshot and Mud Bomb, and finally we'll be closing out with Panseer, recent addition to my collection, I guess. Top, good day, welcome to the stream, and also thank you very much for the follow, greatly appreciated. But yeah, the last Pokemon of this team will be Panseer, I believe rocking Fire Spin and I want to say Flame Charge, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I guess there's really only one way to find out, shall we? Alright, first matchup of the night is against 13, I think it was SDJ, etc. With that, first matchup is going to be up against a Cyndaquil, into which case I will go ahead and swap right on out for my Woopa, into which case they will swap out for the Rowlet, who is going to make very quick work of my Woopa, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we're going to be losing out on our Wooper here. RIP, buddy. You tried your best, but unfortunately no dice there. And with that, I can go ahead and switch out for my Panseer. I will go ahead and shield out this next attack, just because I'm not sure about my Panseer's durability. It is Seed Bomb. Wasn't going to be very effective, but you know, we are still able to make it through. Curbs, welcome back to the stream, and yes, the Pokemon Go category is indeed correct tonight. We actually got it right. And with that though, unfortunately, Mudkip has slain my my Panseer. With that, we're gonna try and tank out. Ooh, it's gonna be Sludge, so that was an unfortunate call on my end. And with that, the Cyndaquil is able to burn out my Turtwig, and unfortunately starting out tonight with a loss, but you know, it is what it is. GG's all around. Alrighty, not after a great start, but the night is still young. The set is still young as well. We have a chance to make a comeback. Quite possibly. Knock on wood. We shall see. Assuming we can find ourselves another match. Oh, there we go. Alright, and that next match is going to be against MWTTJD. A lot of acronyms tonight. Alright, with that, we're going to be starting out with a shiny Shadow Flex in the form of Growlithe. Into which case, I am actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Panseer, who unfortunately is getting the life knocked out of it with Mudkip. Unfortunate is there, but shout out to the other shiny flex there. Mad respect to that. Alright, with that, we'll go ahead and switch right back on in for our Turtwig. We'll go ahead and shield this time around because we now know Sludge is a possibility. It is Stomp. Definitely not as nightmarish to deal with as Sludge, but probably could have done some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. With that, we now have a Growlithe to see the Growlithe to continue to deal with, into which case we'll go ahead and bring in the Woopa. Go ahead and shield out this next attack. It is Body Slam. Probably could have done some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. With that, alright, we're able to clear out the Growlithe, and now the final mon to deal with is going to be a Lotad. So unfortunately, we seem to be 0-2 with our switches. And I believe this Razor Leaf is going to decimate my Wooper into oblivion. Yep. So, once again, RIPs there. But nonetheless, GG's all around. So yeah, things aren't looking too good. They seem to be starting out with a lot of fire types tonight. So maybe I probably should have accounted for that. That's a little bit on me, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, hopefully we may get the luck of the draw with this next match as we go against Ishanato 47-681. Alright, once again, off to a fire type at the start against Slugma. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Pansear, who is going to be fighting off against Seal. Now, the unfortunate thing is that all my fire type moves pretty much don't really do much against Seal itself. However, fortunately, we are able to tank out their ice type moves just fine. Thank you very much. With that said, I will go ahead and start shielding up here just in case they're going to start chucking Aqua Tails. They are indeed chucking Aqua Tails. Rather not deal with that right now. Thank you very much. With that, Aqua Tail is very spammy, so we'll go ahead and shield out here again. Yep, go ahead and spend that out. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Flame Charge their way. I do manage to clear out at least one of their shields, so I will take that. Alright, with that, unfortunately, we are assuming going to be saying goodbye to our Pansear here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, we'll go ahead and switch back out for the Turtwig, who is able to take quick work of the Seal. With that, they're going to be coming back with Slugma, into which case I can come in with my Woopa, into which case we'll be fighting off against the Hisuian Voltorb. Alright, so right now the only thing we really got to worry about is if it gets to a grass type charge move fast enough, but luckily Mud Bomb is very spammy, and I'm hoping that should be enough to almost enough to clear out the Voltorb, but unfortunately it did get to a charge move as possibly a... oh no, it's Thunderbolt. Okay. Not very effective, but it did still hurt quite a bit, so that is a little bit concerning, I'm not going to lie to you. But with that, we do have one more Mud Bomb at the ready. Let's see if it is enough to clear out the Slugma. And it is. Alright, so we were off to a rough start, but we did manage to get ourselves our first victory of tonight. GG's all around. Alright, apologies if I'm going through this a little bit quickly. It is kind of late in the night, and we've only just begun, so just kind of trying to dish out as many battles as I can before it gets too late, you know what I mean? Yeah, so right now we're still in the negative. We're 1 win, 2 losses, but assuming whenever this next match occurs, we have a... oh, there it is. We actually have a chance to try and tie things up as we go against Bluehead Dumby. Alright, Bluehead, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Skrelp. into which case our grass typing is actually not helping us all too much, so we'll go ahead and switch out for our mud boy here. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and shield out this next attack. It's going to be Twister. Probably could have done some interesting neutral damage if anything. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a mud bomb. We'll either clear out the shield or clear out the Skrelp, whichever they're feeling. Alright, we do manage to take out the Skrelp. Next up is going to be Charmander, rocking the party hat as well as Scratch. So definitely doing a lot of heavy lifting with that neutral fast move damage there. Now with that, we do have one more mud bomb at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that their way, clear out their second shield if anything. And unfortunately, Charmander is able to pretty much scratch away whatever remains of my Wooper. RIP buddy, you have served well. With that, we'll go ahead and shield out here just to make sure. It's gonna be flame charge, so we're definitely gonna be eating a lot more scratch damage there, but it's okay. We're able to come back, do a decent amount of razor leaf damage against the Charmander, and now the last amount to deal with is Oddish. Here's hoping that flame charge has enough in it to finish off this Oddish before I can finish off my Pansear, and it does. There we go. GG's all around. Whew. Alright, with that we are 2-2. And I see you've sent a friend request. Oh. I also have an egg hatching. Let me go ahead and hatch this egg. I'll check on your friend request. And afterwards we'll see if we can end tonight on a positive set. Alright, still hatching my Hisuian Pokemon out here. Got me the Hisuian Growlithe with, well, they're even stats, so I won't lie there. So I might evolve that later. Go ahead and set this other one to evolve, or not evolve, hatch later. But before then, I see your friend request. Let me switch over here real quick. I shall accept. Thank you. And I shall send you a not generic gift. Sorry, I'm looking for a sticker. There it is. Prefer to give the Charmander waving high as the first sticker. I don't know why. Just what I've settled on, I guess. But yeah, thank you very much, Curves, for the friend request. Greatly appreciated. Alright, but with that, we are now tied up 2-2. Let's see if we can pull one last victory with this team in this set as we go and find our final match. At least for this set. Doing that, I'm gonna turn on the fan. Oh. I'll turn on the fan later as we go into our final match against Toris. I think that was 61-69. Yeah, it was a certain group of numbers. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Codney. I'll go ahead and switch out for my Pansear, into which case they will switch out for the Ducklet. For Le Duc. First Ducklet of the night. I'm surprised it hasn't popped up until now, if I had to be honest with you. It is what it is. With that... I will try and tank it out, actually. It's Bubble Beam. Well, it wasn't really the greatest of ideas, but I don't know how much more Pansear was going to survive that anyway, so it is what it is. With that, we'll go ahead and bring back Turtwig. we are taking super effective damage from their wing attack, but we are able to dish out some pretty nasty neutral damage with our Razor Leaf. Unfortunately, that's going to be cut down quite a little bit because of Bubble Beam, but it is what it is. Turtwig may now be deep in the yellow, but we were able to clear out the Ducklet, so we have that going for us. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Seed Bomb their way, clear out their final shield. Yeah, unfortunately, Wooper's attacks don't really do all too much damage against Cottony, but I don't know. Not 100% sure what made me go with this option, but I guess Wooper has more health in it, so maybe I can rely on the spamminess of Mud Bomb to carry me through to victory. I don't know. Things are looking a little grim here. I'm not sure if we're able to pull a victory out of this one. Ooh, at the very least, we are able to even out against... Oof. So we did have type advantage, but unfortunately we just didn't have enough health in us to carry that through. So unfortunately, this does end in a loss, and it does end this set in a negative. But, you know, 2 wins out of 5. It's not terrible. So nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, so with that, again... Not a particularly great way to start tonight, but it's not the worst. So with that, we can go ahead and claim this 870 Stardust as well as this Fast TM. And with that, yeah, our rating, unfortunately, I can't recall if we broke into the 1800s last time, but we are currently at 1798. So quite a good ways away from ace ranking, but it is what it is. Oi, oi, oi. My numbering is going all over the place. Hang on a second. Experiencing technical difficulties with my set counter over here. There we go. Alright, so 2 wins out of 5. Not great, but not too terrible. So, take what I can get. Also gives me an opportunity to get some fan going because it's starting to get a little warm, and as well as hydrate. Don't wait too late to hydrate. Anyway. Alright, so that was our first set. Let's go ahead and waste no time here. Let's jump into set number 2 of possibly 3 as we jump back into the Element Cup. This time around, we're going to be starting off with Lotad, rocking Razor Leaf and Energy Ball, I believe. In the middle, we have Vulpix, rocking Quick Attack and the Fire version of Weather Ball. And finally, we'll be closing out with our Shiny Flex in the form of Spheal. I'm getting weird feedback in the music. Hang on. Okay, I think it's better. Alright, in any event, we're starting with Lotad, Vulpix, and then we're closing out with our Shiny Flex Spheal. I believe it's rocking Powder Snow and Body Slam, but again, I guess it's only real one way to find out. Trial by fire. Let's go. Let's find this out together. Alright. That first matchup is going to be up against Taegon Lee 24. Alright, Taegon Lee, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Vulpix. Alright, so with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out for my Spheal, who is rocking Water Gun and Body Slam Spam. With that, we'll go ahead and fire that off. We don't really get too much in terms of damage there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. With that, we do, at the very least, have one more opportunity to fire off a body slam at this Cottony, and we are actually able to take out the shield this time around, so at the very least we have that going for us. With that, we'll go ahead and switch out for our Vulpix. I'm assuming this is going to be Seed Bomb, but I'd rather not trust on the tankiness of my Vulpix, especially at this point in the league. With that, we should be able to quick attack our way through the Cottony. There we go. Alright, but with that, we are now face to face with a Chinchou. Let's go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball their way, clear out their second shield, and with that we can go ahead and switch right on back to the Lotad, in which case they will switch out for their Vulpix. With that, they're going to fire off a Weather Ball our way. With that, we actually do have enough for a charge move, and our charge move is actually beneficial for us because it is a Bubble Beam. I have completely forgotten I switched out for Bubble Beam there. But with that, we should be able to hopefully tank out whatever this next move Chinchou has at us. His Thunderbolt does deal some nasty neutral damage. But with that, we do have Weather Ball at the ready. Let's see if it's just enough to clear out this Chinchou. And it is. So with that, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we managed to get ourselves 1 win out of 1. So off to a good start. With that, let's see if we can make this into a winning streak as we go into match number 2 against Jose Manu 280-309, I believe the last numbers were. Alright, but with that, we are now up against a Cottony, into which case I will switch out for my Vulpix, who is now up against a Tentacool. Tentacool, okay. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball their way. Unfortunately, that does, well, actually, it does manage to take out their shield at the very least, so I'll take that. And we are able to do, at the very least, some neutral damage with Quick Attack, so I will take that, if anything. With that, we'll keep the pressure going. Ooh. And just able to sneak in one final Weather Ball their way before my Vulpix's inevitable demise. And with that, at the very least, we are able to clear out their final shield there. With that, we'll go ahead and bring in Lotad. With that, they are going to start spamming out as many fast moves as they can, or charge moves as they can. They're going to be trying to hit us with that wrap. With that, I decided to tank out the shield the first one. Let's go ahead and see if we can tank out the second one. Yeah, with that, we are actually able to hang in there pretty well. With that, I have decided to swap out for my Spheal against the Cottony. Probably not the greatest of switch-ins, but it is what it is. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Body Slam. We're at the very least able to get them well into the yellow. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring back Lotad, who is taking some pretty nasty neutral damage from this Vulpix, thanks to Ember. At the very least, you should be able to mitigate some of that damage with the upcoming Bubble Beam, but unsure if this is going to clear out the Vulpix, and also unsure if I have enough in me to actually take out the Cottony afterwards. But you know, at the very least, we gave it a good shot. We are actually able to clear out the Vulpix, but unfortunately, yep, we are unfortunately too low health to be able to clear out the Cottony. So we came close, but unfortunately, we were not able to seal the deal. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, so right now everything is tied up. 1 win, 1 loss. Let's see if we can kick things back up as we go into our next match against Zelomi 5L, I believe. Zelomi 5L. Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a DUCKLETT, into which case the wing attack is definitely hitting us with some pretty nasty, super effective damage, but fortunately Razor Leaf is able to pack a pretty serious punch as well. I'm going to go ahead and shield. It is going to be Bubble Beam, so I didn't really need to shield there, but you know, it is what it is. Better safe than sorry, right? Better safe than sorry. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Bubble Beam their way. And there, go ahead and shield that off as well. So we both managed to bait each other's shields with our respective mons. With that, oof, they do get me good with the aerial ace though, so RIPs there. With that, I am going to go ahead and switch in for my Sphere. I'm gonna try and tank it out. Even if it is aerial ace, I think we should be able to handle his Bubble Beam. We're able to handle that very well. Thank you very much. And with that, we are able to clear through the DUCKLETT. Always a menace, that thing. Alright, but with that, we are now face to face with a Chinchou. Not really going to be able to do all too much with our water gun, but we should be able to at least get some good neutral damage going with our body slam spam. And with that, I'll go ahead and come in with the Vulpix. I will go ahead and shield out just in case. I have seen them mostly use electric type moves throughout, but okay, they are firing off Bubble Beam, so that is not much in the damage department, but it is still super effective, so definitely something I gotta keep an eye out for. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off the Weather Ball. Doesn't really do all too much, but gets him into the red. Oh, hello and welcome to the stream, Pietro Spacetta Pokemon. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. With that, ooh, looks like the final mon on their team is going to be a Shadow Carvanha, whose mere presence has lagged my game out of whack. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Weather Ball, which, while not very effective, does actually allow us to clear out the Carvanha, apparently. And with that, we had a little bit left in the Chinchou, but they have decided to call it a night, so we're able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's all around. Alright, seeing all these water type Pokemon, it's telling me I need a drink. Okay. Sorry, gotta stay hydrated, you know. Very important. Very important. Alright. In any event, we are now in the positive. 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's see if we can go for win number 3. Solidify that positive win-loss as we go into our next match against Hyugako Jiro 3580. Let's see what you got. First matchup is going to be up against an Execute. Alright, so definitely hitting us pretty hard with the confusion, not gonna lie. But we are able to hit it equally hard with our Razor Leaf, despite being actually not very effective against Execute for that matter. So Lotad really carrying this time around, not gonna lie. With that, we'll go ahead and fire a Bubble Beam their way, you know, reduce their confusion damage if by a little bit. And with that, Lotad's deep in the red, but we are actually able to clear out the Execute at the very least. With that, the next mon to deal with is going to be Cottony, rocking Charm. With that, we'll go ahead and respond with our Charm-resistant Vulpix. They have decided to respond with the DUCKLETT, into which case we will respond with the Sphere. I'm going to assume whatever move it's throwing in next is not going to be Brave Bird. It is going to be Aerial Ace, which does get us well into the yellow, so that is a little bit concerning, not going to lie. But should still have enough finesse to, I'm assuming, get at least one more body slam before our inevitable demise. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here. Gonna keep my sphere alive for just a little bit longer. Get that body slam up and running. Alright, get them well into the red there. And with that, ooh, I think we are going to... Oh, we are not going to be eating a... Yeah, we're not going to be eating a charge move there, so that's... at the very least, that's fortunate for us. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off one charge move their way. Let's see if we can get to one more Weather Ball before they get to Seed Bomb. We do. And let's see if this Weather Ball is enough to one-shot this Cottony right off the field. And it is. So with that, we are able to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's all around. So at the very least, we are able to end this set on a positive win-loss. But we do have one final match in us. We might as well see if we can, you know, go for broke here. Let's go for that 4-1 as soon as we find ourselves our final match of this set, which we have. Every time I try to grab water, I swear. But final match is going to be against Jimmy Jed Sada, I believe. Alright, Jimmy's going to be starting off with a Slowpoke. Alright, so with that, they have decided to swap out for the Ducklet, into which case I am actually going to go ahead and stick it out with my Lotad. I am going to go ahead and shield out here just in case they are rocking Aerial Ace. It is going to be Bubble Beam, so nothing too much to worry about there, at the very least. That we'll go ahead and fire off our Bubble Beam their way. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Spheal, who I am going to try and see if my Spheal is able to tank out whatever move they're going to be throwing our way next. It's going to be Aerial Ace, who does pack a bit of a punch, not going to lie, but it's something that my Spheal was able to handle no problem. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Body Slam their way. Clear out the Ducklet. Clear out the duck. And then with that, next mon to deal with is going to be a Chinchou. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Body Slam their way. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last one that my Spheal is... I don't know, it might be possible we can fire off one more, depending on how much energy we're able to muster. So unfortunately, no second Body Slam there. RIPs there. But nonetheless, alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and shield out this Thunderbolt. Definitely would have done some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. With that, looks like the final mon to deal with is going to be the Slowpoke. With that, we have switched out for our Vulpix, who is going to be taking out this Psyshock. Definitely not an ideal thing to try and tank, but here we are. Alright, and now we are deep in the red, but we do have one Fireball at the ready. One Weather Ball, I'm sorry, at the ready. So let's go ahead and fire that. And, oh, they actually had one more shield. I completely forgot about that. Alright, but with that... at the very least, we did have a little bit of our Lotad left, so we were able to fire off one final Razor Leaf and secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's all around. Alright, so there we go. We managed to secure ourselves a solid comeback here with 4 wins out of 5. Let's go ahead and claim this 870 Stardust, this Fast TM. Got ourselves an encounter with a Palkia. You know, nothing special. Just a wild Palkia. It's fine. Sorry, I'm not used to playing in the ratings ranks all that much, so it throws me off when I just pop open the encounters and it's like, bam, face full of Palkia. Alright, but we got ourselves a brand new Palkia, our 4th day streak. That's quite a 4th day. That's quite a streak Pokemon to have, not gonna lie. Not bad in stats. I might hang on to you for now. But with that, we'll go ahead and claim this 3 rare candy as well. And with that, our rating has jumped up pretty well into 1842. And we got ourselves a cool 4,000 Stardust. 4,060 to be precise. Alright, so with that, just a quick recap. First match wasn't the greatest, but wasn't terrible. We got ourselves 2 wins out of 5 there. Second set, we did manage to come back with a vengeance with 4 wins out of 5. So we definitely had a good run with that team. Not gonna lie, that was a good pick me up. But with that, we are going to be approaching the final set of tonight, because it is approaching 1 in the morning and I do have things to do early on. So with that, let's waste no time here and just jump into the basic rewards one final time, jump into the Element Cup one final time, and this time around we'll be rocking our own Charmer up front in the form of Katni. I believe rocking Charm and Seed Bomb. We have the ever infamous Duck hanging out in the middle with Wing Attack, and I think I have Brave Bird on it, so we'll see where that gets us. And finally, we'll be closing out with Seal, I believe rocking Lick and Icy Wind, if I remember correctly. So should be interesting. Should be interesting. Go ahead and see how this team fares as we jump into our first match with Pokefinger 68. Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Barboach. We definitely have type advantage all throughout on this one. But with that, they do decide to switch out for the Fennekin, into which case we can switch out for our Licking Seal. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just in case it's rocking any neutral like moves like Body Slam or anything like that. It is going to be Flamethrower. Pretty sure we would have been able to survive that one, but I have a sneaking suspicion Seal would not have been happy to deal with that. It probably would have preferred not to, honestly. But nonetheless, Seal was able to lick away the Fennekin. With that, we are now face to face with the ever infamous Ducklet in all of its wing attacking glory. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Icy Wind their way, clear out their first shield. Let's see if we can get their second shield out of here as well. Pave the way for our... Oof. Ooh, they were going all in on that one. Very thankful I shielded that. That is for sure there. My goodness, man. Waste no time there. With that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Cottonee, into which case we are probably going to be tanking, or we're probably going to be facing our demise with one final Brave Bird on their end. With that, we'll go ahead and bring in our Duck, and we'll go ahead and clear out their Ducklet. And with that, the last mon to deal with is going to be the Barboach. I believe we should be able to tank out any move that Barboach throws our way. Oof, that is going to be Ice Beam though, so that is definitely... We did still survive it, but that one definitely does pack quite a punch, not gonna lie. And with that, we'll respect your use of Brave Bird and use our own. And with that, we're able to clear out the Barboach and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's, GG's all around. Alright. Victory water. Either. Always remember to stay hydrated. Hydration checks. Very important. Alright, but with that, we are able to start ourselves off with a win in this set. I'll take that. Let's see if we can start up a winning streak here as we find our next and start our next match, who is going to be up against Aromatherapy. I think that's what it says. Alright, Aromatherapy, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a DUCKLETT, to which case I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Seal. And with that, they have decided to swap out for their Pansage. In which case I will go ahead and chuck as much ice as I can their way. With that, they do decide to shield that one out. Alright, just gotta keep on licking. Now we're gonna go ahead and shield out that one. Let's see if... Ooh, unfortunately we are not able to get ourselves to Icy Wind a second time before they get to their next Seed Bomb. So I'm going to be saying goodbye to my CO here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and respond with DUCKLETT. Excuse me. That was rude of me. With that, we'll go ahead and shield out here because I'm not sure how much neutral damage we would have suffered from that Seed Bomb. With that, oof, we are now face to face with a rock throwing Slugma. Go ahead and waste no time here. Chuck the Brave Bird, and it actually does pay off for us as we are able to clear out the Slugma in practically one hit, so I will take that. Thank you very much. With that, they are going to respond in kind with their own Brave Bird. With that, though, I'm pretty sure... Ooh, actually... Ooh. I was a little bit concerned they were going to be... I was going to need to fire off my Brave Bird and they would fire off theirs and then I would have lost there. But we had just enough in us to get... or taking out just enough damage off of that DUCKLETT to be able to wing attack it right on out of here. And with that, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so we're cutting in close a couple times, but we managed to get 2 wins out of 2. Let's see if we can get 3 for 3 as we go against Kai, bunch of numbers. Alright, not off to a particularly great start for us as we go up against a Charmander, rocking the party hat, mind you. Alright, with that, we'll go ahead and switch out for our Seal, into which case they will switch out for their Snivy, Shiny Flex Snivy, mind you. With that, we'll go ahead and shield out here. It's going to be Seed Bomb. Definitely don't want to take that as much as we can. Thank you very much. With that, we'll go ahead and fire some ice their way. At the very least, it should be able to clear out a shield there. There we go. With that, we'll just go ahead and keep on licking over here. With that, might as well... Unfortunately, it's going to be a little soon, but I think we're going to be saying goodbye to our CO here. Oh, nope. We still have a little bit of life left in us. Just enough to get him into the yellow. So, RIP. RIP CO, you have served well. With that, we're going to be coming in hot with the Cottony. I'm going to try and tank out this next move. If it is Seed Bomb, we're golden. If not, that's going to be Wrap. Fortunately for us, we are still indeed golden. So I'll take that. Alright, with that, they're going to be switching out for Charmander, into which case I'll be switching out for DUCKLETT. Unfortunately, they did have a response to my DUCKLETT in the form of Chinchou. With that, I think I am actually going to go ahead and... Oh, I was gonna go ahead and let my ducklet bite the dust, but apparently they have decided to try and bait out my final shield, into which case I guess everything kind of worked out in the end there by some miracle. But with that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Cottony. We are going to go ahead and shield out here, just because if it is... Okay, it is Bubble Beam, so they do actually manage to steal my final shield there. Now with that, let's go ahead and... Excuse me, fire a seed bomb their way. We're gonna clear out the Chinchou, and now the only thing left to deal with is the Charmander with the party hat. But unfortunately, they pretty much embered my Cottony right out of existence, so that would be loss number 1 of this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, so I believe, if I've been calling correctly, we are 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's see if we can get ourselves 3 wins, 1 loss as we go against Vampire. Alright, Vampire, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Rowlet. It is rocking Razor Leaf, which is doing some pretty nasty damage in and of itself, but we've been able to hang in there pretty well. With that, they do switch out for a Ponyta, into which case I will switch out for a Masil. With that, let's go ahead and actually see if we can tank out this next move. It is Stomp. Gets us well into the yellow, but we're still kicking it. We're still kicking it. With that, let's go ahead and fire off an Icy Wind their way. We're either going to do some not very effective damage. Okay, so we do take out the Ponyta, but they do still have both of their shields on them. So, gotta keep an eye out for that. With that, the Rowlet has returned. It is still firing off as many Razor Leafs as it can at our way. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Cottony. Will shield out the Seed Bomb, rather not deal with that as much as I possibly can. Thank you very much. And with that, we are able to clear out the Rowlet, and now the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Piplup. Alrighty then. And that's... Oof. I am actually going to go ahead and use up my final shield here, just because I do want to fire off... Actually... Oh no, I am gonna be fire. I will fire off my final Seed Bomb here, clear out their final shield, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and swap out for the Ducklet. Well, we know at least one of the moves is gonna be Drill Peck. I think we should be able to tank it out pretty well. Yep, gets us well into the yellow, but you know, we're still kicking. We still alive. We still alive. Alright, but with that, let's go ahead and finish this off in style as we fire off one final Brave Bird, clear out their Piplup, and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alrighty. So the good news is we're going to be ending tonight on this final set on a positive. But we have one final match in us. Let's see if we can tie with the second set at 4-1. Sorry, first water break. And then, now, let's see if we can get ourselves one final victory as we battle it out against Orange Ball. 04 Orange Ball 04. Let's see what you got. First matchup is going to be up against a Ducklet, into which case I will actually swap out for my Seal. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and shield out here just in case they decide to go crazy. Okay, they have decided to play it safe and use the Bubble Beam. Fair enough, fair enough. With that, let's go ahead and fire off an Icy Wind their way, see if we can get some good neutral damage going. Or we can take out the shield too. I'll take that, I'll take that. We've gotten them well into the yellow. I think this time around we'll go ahead and say goodbye to... Nope. Actually, it's going to be Aerial Ace, which does get us well into the... it got us into the yellow, but then Fomantis has decided to make its grand appearance and Razor Leaf my seal out of existence. So RIP's there, but nonetheless, I was about to say GG's all around, but we're not there yet. slow. I gotta slow my roll. We're still in the middle of battle here. Let's not count our victories or our losses just yet. For now, we do manage to clear out the Fomantis, and now we have a Charmander that we have to deal with. And with that, hopefully we are able to tank out any charge move Charmander throws our way. It's going to be Flame Charge, who gets us well into the yellow, and now deathly into the red. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Brave Bird their way, either clear out their last shield or clear out their Charmander. We do clear out their final shield. We get them well into the red. We do have Seed Bomb at the ready, so at the very least we should be able to clear out the Charmander. I'm not sure if we have enough in us to clear out their last Mon. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Oh, it was Ducklet. Ooh, this is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one. Ooh. We were unfortunately like half a charm away, but they managed to get to their final charge move, which should finish off our Cottony. So unfortunately, we'll be ending tonight on a loss. It was a very close loss though, so definitely not mad about that. GG's all around. Sorry, that sounded sarcastic, like like, oh, I'm definitely not mad that I lost super closely. No, but no, that was a good match. That was a good one. I like that. That was good. It didn't end on a high note, but it ended on a close note. I'll take that. With that though, we do still have ourselves, we did still end the night on a positive set, and we do still have ourselves 3 rewards to claim. So let's go ahead and claim this 870 Stardust, this Charge TM. That one's always nice. And we got ourselves a Wild Hitmontop. Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves a brand new Hitmontop. And not bad, but I'm still gonna transfer you. Sorry, buddy. With that, let's go ahead and also claim these rank rewards, into which case we are now 1855. Ayo. And we got 3769 Stardust. Thug the Bug, welcome to the stream. What was my previous rank last season? Well, last season I think we all stopped at rank 20, but prior to that, when ratings were still a thing, I think I was still sitting in ace rank. Yeah, I think I just got to ace, but I never... Oh, no. I think the season right before that, I didn't play all too much, so I don't even think I made it to... I think I only made it to like 17 or 18. Like, I didn't get to ratings. Highest I ever got though was, I think, 3 seasons ago, which was ace rank. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably the longest I've ever been in the ratings part of Go Battle League, because again, I haven't... This is probably the most I've ever actually played Go Battle League within any season. So yeah. Yeah, still unfortunately kind of low on the rating side, on the EOLO and all that for this season, but you know, we're working on it, slowly but surely, keeping climbing up. GG's, keep it the work, good work. Oh, thank you very much, Thug the Bug, greatly appreciated. But yeah, unfortunately though, it is starting to get a little bit late on my end. I know this is a very short stream. We've barely broken... well, right now we're under an hour, but I'm assuming after I ramble on, we might hit like just around an hour. So I apologize for that one. It was a very late start on my end, but yeah, hopefully future ones will be able to, you know, hang out much longer. But yeah, so all in all, tonight we had ourselves a good amount of sets. We started out a little bit rocky with 2 wins out of 5, but 2 wins is better than 1, better than none. So I'll take it. But I'll definitely take set number 2, into which case we were able to come back with a vengeance with 4 wins out of 5. And finally, we closed out with a respectable 3 wins out of 5. So at the very least, at the end of the night, we were able to increase our EOLO, if by a little bit. So, you know, hopefully we'll be able to. I am hoping that I'll be able to play a little bit more off screen, so that way I can raise my EOLO at least back up to ace. But we'll see. We'll see if I have time for to play it on my off time. But in the meantime, just to give a quick heads up for the remainder of the streams for this week, this coming Thursday on both YouTube and Twitch, we'll be continuing our journey through Metroid Dread. Excuse me. Restart my playthrough, I think about either last week or the week before, and we've pretty much almost caught up the first session. So this is gonna be part 2, where I'm pretty sure we're going to be diving on into unknown territory. So looking forward to how that's gonna go. Then on Saturday on Twitch exclusively, we'll be reviving our playthrough of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Meant to do that last Saturday, but admittedly got a little busy, so apologies, that's on my end. But hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, we're able to start it up this Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll be doing part 2 of our first ever playthrough of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I'm really looking forward to all the streams this week. Fingers crossed I'll actually be able to start on time, which is going to be roughly around 10 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, or what was that, like 1 a.m. Pacific Time, 4 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, so that's going to be a thing. Otherwise, best way to keep up for when we actually do go live is to always follow us on Twitch and or subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow us on our social media pages at Voyaging Trainer over on Twitter and Instagram. I'll definitely been able to post the weekly schedules. I do need to be a little bit better at letting you know if any streams get canceled or rescheduled, or any like change of plans and stuff like that. I'm still working on that one, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to also post, you know, like our life happenings and all the different happenings in Pokemon Go and stuff like that. But that's for a later time. But yeah, otherwise, for any Twitch exclusive streams that you do want to catch up on, you can always check out our sister channel as well, Voyage Archives. Yeah, I also need to do a bit of management on that, but that's for the near future. In the meantime, thank you very much to all of you who tuned in to this one. Thank you much for swinging by Thug the Bug, Pietro Spachetta Pokemon, Curbs. Thank you for stopping by, and I believe thank yous to thank yous to Top Good Day for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you once again, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you.